For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check out g2a.com, and if you need any Ultimate Team coins, then head over to FIFA. The code CHES will get you a discount on both sites, and all links are down below. Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again, and welcome to episode number 26 of the, almost said Chelsea then, of the Atletico Madrid Career Mode series here on FIFA 15. We're into the transfer window. We had the targets episode yesterday. If you missed it, there'll be an annotation in the bottom left of your screen to take you to it, so you can see what sort of players we're looking at buying in this particular window. We've had two big offers for two of our better players, Gonzalo Higuain and Alessio Cerci, and we've had an issue here with Miranda. He's got 1 year left on his contract. Now, to be completely honest, it isn't that much of an issue because I'm not planning on doing it any more than one more season here at Madrid, but I was trying to tie him down to a contract just in case we go further or perhaps come back to this series later on in the year, and apparently Miranda has had his agent come to me and said he just isn't going to sign any sort of contracts, but at the same time I don't want to let him go, so I'm just going to be rejecting all offers for him, and we'll just take it from there and play it by ear, I think. But Miranda hopefully will stay. We're trying to bring in a right back. We're looking at Mattia De Sciglio and Danilo. We're also looking to try and bring in a centre back if we possibly can. A couple of players we're looking at Ayman Abdennour here, as you can see, putting in a bid in, and added to the shortlist that wasn't in the transfer targets episode yesterday, that was suggested by a lot of you guys in said comment section, was Inigo Martinez from Real Sociedad. So we'll have to wait and see if we can bring in one of those two players. Again, we need a new goalkeeper. Of course, I'm not really too keen on Yana Black, so trying to get rid of him and perhaps bring in a replacement in the shape of Michel Vorm, or maybe Asmir Begovic as well. We're also looking for a replacement for Mario Mandzukic to come into the club, and Javier Hernandez is a player that not only was I already interested in, but was also suggested a lot by a lot of you guys in the comment section. Still bids in for Cerci. He's as popular when it comes to bids coming in as Loic Remy was in the Chelsea career mode in the previous transfer window. Everybody under the sun apparently wants to get their hands on Alessio Cerci. I'll keep letting the offers come in because it is quite interesting to see, you know, who and where the bids come from, but we will be rejecting all of them. Ayman Abdennour, we can't quite get a fee agreed just as of yet with Monaco, although I will continue to try and press that issue. Man United initially rejected the money bid. I thought, actually, well, let's try a straight swap, because Hernandez was valued at 11 and they said they wanted 19, but Mandzukic is valued at 13.5 and is probably worth about 16, 17. So we'll try a straight swap and see what they think of that. Of course, we want a CDM or a centre mid player, and we tried to bring in Miralem Pjanic in January of last season, but we ran out of money. Of course, we brought in players like Eric Lamela, Gonzalo Higuain and Juan Cuadrado in that window, so we did spend out, and unfortunately we didn't have enough left to bring in Pjanic. And interestingly, the next bid for Alessio Cerci is from Roma. Now, I'm not sure whether it might be worth my while using Cerci as a make weight for Miralem Pjanic, and then maybe I could push Mateo Kovacic up into the camera, or leave Koke in the starting lineup at cam, because we've still got Antoine Griezmann, Lamela and Cuadrado to play in those wide roles, and we can still put Koke in the middle. So I'm undecided as to what to do with Cerci right now, and because of course I really do want Pjanic to come into the club. It's the second window in a row we've tried to bring him in. Trying a cash plus player deal this time for Abdennour, as you can see, £6 million plus Toby Alderweireld, and they accepted that offer. So we'll be offering him a contract. I don't really want to give him a full £80,000 a week if I can possibly help it, because we don't have that much of a wage budget already, and we do have quite a few players we want to bring in this window. So as you can see, only going to offer him 70, and important first team player, whereas he is crucial first team player at Monaco. But I don't want to lie to him and be like, you'll be first team every week, because he won't be. We've got Miranda and Diego Godin as our starting centre backs. He will see a lot of football, Abdennour, should he come in, but I don't want to promise him too much if I can't deliver. It's not fair on him. But as you can see, we counter offered 16 for Mario Mandzukic with Valencia, and they did accept that offer. So hopefully we will find out what happens with that deal in the not too distant future. But as you can see, Abdennour has signed. £6 million plus Toby Alderweireld is the fee, and we have ourselves a new centre-back. Really pleased to bring in Abdennour, because I do really enjoy playing with him on head-to-head at Monaco, and hopefully he can do the business for us in career mode as well. I may even look to him in other transfer windows or in other career mode series throughout the year as well. But as you can see, or could see, Mandzukic has gone to Valencia. £13.5 million of that transfer fee has gone into the budget, which is good because we will need that if we're going to bring in some more players this window. Aquino has gone out on loan to Southampton for the season. That will be good for him and for us. And as you can see, we're starting our pre-season agenda with a game at home against West Ham. Not the easiest of games, but in the same stretch, not the hardest. Eric Lamela does well down the right-hand side here to take it past Guy Demel. Then Koke is really unfortunate with the header that comes back off the post. West Ham weren't starting a 100% strong lineup, but neither was I, in complete honesty. As you can see, Jimenez and Abdenor actually playing for the first time in this game. Lamela is going to draw a good save out the goalkeeper here, but he can only push it as far as Koke, who pounces on the loose ball and gives us a 1-0 lead in the 36th minute. Pleased to have the first goal of pre-season going our favour. We're not conceding first this year. We're actually getting onto the score sheet first. And this is going to be a great shot from Lamela. Really unlucky for that not to dip a little bit more over the goalkeeper and underneath the post, or underneath the bar rather. And Spiegel does well to pluck that out, and actually does particularly well to stop that from going into the back of the net. But they scored a rebound goal here to counteract our rebounded goal as well. Unfortunately, Miguel Moya could only push that as far as their lad, and we headed into the second half on level terms. Koke tearing their defence apart though, and Gabby actually winning that header behind Oliver Torres, who is starting out wide, although I was eventually going to move Torres inside and put Koke out wide on the left, because he isn't really built for that wing role, Oliver Torres, and Gabby comes close to giving us a winner here 10 minutes from time, but Spiegel again is on hand to make a decent save. So we end our first pre-season game with a 1-1 draw. They weren't starting a 100% lineup like we say, neither was I. So pleased with the performance, to be completely honest. We created enough chances, and it was nice to see Oliver Torres in action. Nice to get Abdenor his first game in an Atleti shirt out of the way as well. Still looking to bring in some players, so of course, as we say, Handanovic almost said there. Hernandez is the striker we're going to try and bring in now that we've got some extra funds from the Mandzukic deal that went through to Valencia. Miralem Pjanic, again, I'm still going to try and push to bring him in. Undecided, like I say, as to what to do with him and Churchy. You'll have to let me know in the comment section what you think of potentially using Churchy as a make-weight for that deal. If we don't get Pjanic, I'm going to go for Tino Costa, because I really do like him as well, and he can still offer something to the side despite being 30 years of age. And we're actually getting rid of a couple of youngsters here. As you can see, Emiliano Velasquez is now going to Real Betis for £525,000. So that will go into the transfer budget as well. And again, throwing some bids in for Javier Hernandez. I don't want to pay too much because it's a case of balancing the funds again, because there's so many different players we want to buy. But in the next episode on Wednesday, we'll have both the games against Montpellier and Sunderland, and then we'll push as far as we can close towards the Getafe game for Friday's episode as well. But that's going to bring today's to a close. Let me know in the comment section what you think of the transfer action we've got through so far. Is it good in your opinion, or is there something else or someone else I could be looking at as well? Let me know. And of course, check the channel page for anything else you may have missed throughout the course of the weekend, whether that be the Chelsea career mode last week on Friday, the My Player, we had 2 episodes of that over the weekend, 2 great episodes of that over the weekend, it has to be said. And of course there were some episodes of this series as well, so check the channel page for anything you missed. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already to make sure you don't miss out on any of the 14 videos a week you get coming from me here. And of course check the description down below for links to my Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and also to G2A and FIFA. But that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow with more Chelsea FC.